But now we're going to move over to Kobe Bryant. Careers begin, Ricky, and careers end. We're talking about guys' careers who are just beginning, and we're talking about Kobe Bryant, whose career just ended. And what a way to go out, Ricky. 60 points in your final game in front of your hometown crowd. Kobe put on a show. And I'm not going to try to brag here, but I think right when that announcement was made, I went on a local radio show here, and I said, I think Kobe's going to drop 50, but he's also going to shoot 50 shots, and he's going to be, people are like, look, wow, he had 50 points, but he shot terribly. He didn't shoot terribly. He shot 44% from the field.
It looked like, especially at the end, it was the last two shots he took, the kind of fade away from the elbow extended, the fade away from three, which I was... As they showed the replay, I was like, was his foot on the line? Please don't review it. His foot was on the line. But it was vintage Kobe. And watching that game, I'll be honest, I didn't see any of the 73 win.
No, neither
did not see any of it.
I didn't care.
Like, I flipped back like when it was 120 to 100 and said, okay, I can watch Kobe for the rest. That's all I viewed.
I didn't.
I was like, okay, well, if it's close, I want to see my Grizzlies like fill my prophecy. That's why I called them my Grizzlies. But yeah, this game should have been on ESPN. I know the record is the record, but
this is Kobe.
Is Kobe, and ESPN should have did the same respect that Jeff Fisher did for Kobe.
I think that also I think Skip was wrong because he said Kobe would end up at 35.
It was
25.
Woody Page.
Yeah. But I think he meant
throw Skip in there.
I think he meant 25, not
sure?
35, because
he said 35 on Around the Horn.
Then I think he was wrong. I think Tony Reali probably should have gave him some errors that he usually gives on PTI. But I'm looking at that Kobe game, and it was a show. And I mean, I didn't watch the Warriors at all because I was like, all right, fourth quarter, because we just got done recording. I got home. I'm like, all right, fourth quarter, let's see what Kobe's doing. Oh wow, Kobe has 40. Oh wow. Bang, 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 bang. And he's just getting up there and up there. And like you said, that was vintage Mamba in the fourth quarter. That was insane what he was doing. I mean, he shot 44% from the field. The 3-point percentage was pretty rough. I mean, 28%, 6 for 21.
Oh, come on. It's his last
That's
game.
Pretty brutal. But, I mean, still, the show and the fact that Kobe Bryant went out and put on a show was fantastic to watch, fantastic to see, and there's no better way to go out. That's the best way you can go out of your career. That's the best way. That's the only way you want Kobe going out. And I think it's fantastic seeing the start of Kobe in LA and just finishing in LA. The whole story, we obviously saw his downs, we saw his highs. But I mean, watching Kobe really play has been fantastic.
The thing for Kobe, I'm going to ask a question. It's probably going to make me feel very old, but what year were you born in again?
1997.
So you were born the year after Kobe was drafted. He was drafted in 1996. Yeah. So me and you have a very different frame of reference from Kobe because I'll take you guys back. I'm born in 1990. So I was born, it was boom. I was born, and then the year after, 1 year old, Bulls started winning championships. So to me...
Were you the good luck charm?
Well, I'm not saying that, but to me, the first 3 championships, I don't really remember them because I was 1, 2, and 3, whereas the second three-peat, I remember vividly because I was 6, 7, and 8 years old at the time. To me, especially when I was 6, and that was like the first time I was really getting into... I was into basketball when I was 4. Remember Jordan going over to baseball, and then when he came back in 96, that was like full throttle. I'm a basketball fan. I messed up my knee when I was a kid because there was, I'm gonna tell you a personal story. No, Sean's shaking his head, but I'm gonna tell it. I was in my room and I had a little Tyke basketball hoop, and I had a chair, and the back of the chair had like 3 slits in it, and I put one leg on the chair and one leg out like Jordan in Space Jam. And I'm like stretching for the hoop trying to extend my arm. Well, my foot slipped. And I had then 3 slits right on my knee. And I couldn't walk for like a month.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Messed up my knee really bad. But that's like, I was really into basketball. The thing with Kobe, I'm getting to the point right now.
Thank you.
I got to see his entire career. Yeah. From when I was 6 years old all the way until now, sitting here, a 26-year-old man-child.
And it's weird to say this because I was little when Kobe was when it was Froby. I was little. I saw '81 was like the first real memory I had of Kobe. But my favorite memory was probably that last game. I mean, that's Kobe's career encompassed. I know there's better moments. I know there's 81 points. I know there's the lob to Shaq in the finals. There's a lot better, there's better Kobe moments. But that just kind of is the best way to go out as an NBA legend. It was the best way
for Kobe to go out.
Really, anyone. I mean, Jordan didn't go out that way. You look at
Jordan also came back, and like the thing with Jordan.
That's the thing. That's my Jordan. I'd have Wizards Jordan jersey.
Jordan kind of pulled a Brett Favre.
Yeah,
he kind of pulled a Brett Favre, whereas Kobe was able, like, Kobe went out the same way Derek Jeter went out.
Oh, exactly.
Derek Jeter went out, and I know people bitched, and I know the whole talk before, like, the midday before the last game was, oh, well, you know what? We're exhausted hearing about Kobe's retirement, retirement. But it was culminated at the end.
He killed
with
it.
a great performance.
Oh, my God,
and
yeah.
Just like every time they go down the floor, just D'Angelo Russell or Larry Nance just giving the ball to Kobe. Feed the ball to Kobe. Just let him shoot. Like, it was his night. It was his night to do whatever he wanted. The only time he didn't play was, I think, he sat out half of the second quarter. That was it.
Yeah, he played 42 minutes, so he sat out 6 minutes. Kobe put on a show. It was fantastic to watch. It's fantastic to see his career just end in such a glorious way. It was cool seeing him and Shaq on the court together. And also Shaq on NBA TNT, I think it was like 2 weeks before this. He was like, you gonna put a 50? And Kobe's like, nah, man, I can't do that anymore. He put up 60. That's the guy Kobe is.
So Kobe one-upped you.
Yeah, he'll one-up you. He's still one-upping Shaq. But yeah, I mean, it's great to see Kobe, go out in a high note. And I think the Derek Jeter thing is absolutely perfect. Jeter's last bat at Yankee Stadium, walk-off single. Kobe's last game in the Staples Center, 60 points. I mean, that's what you want from Kobe Bryant. You want a show. You want a great performance. And, I mean, I couldn't wish for anything more. And, I mean, Kobe is going to be seen as a legend. And, I mean, I don't know where he really stands in my all-time greats or even all-time guards. But I think he's definitely up there in, best, most exciting players. Let's say that. He might not be the greatest of all time, but he might be one of the most exciting players of all time. I'm
going to go back to that Jeter comparison that we did, because both of these players had a similar hatred around them, where Jeter, you didn't hate Jeter, you hated what he wore. You hate the Yankees. Like, you either love or you hate the Yankees. And Kobe, he embraced that. Like, Kobe, like, I want to say it was either in his press conference or the interview that he had after the game, they asked him about it, and he said, you know what, if someone early would have, like, embraced me and said, hey, man, I really like what you're doing, he's like, that would have killed me. He really, like, when you said, and they have a Nike commercial, which is great. If you haven't seen it, you got to check it out, where he's like the conductor and people are singing about how they've hated him for so long. He really embraced that. With Kobe, it was more of, you hate Kobe. And I'll admit, when LeBron was with the Cavaliers early on, it was, Dave was a Kobe fan, I was a LeBron fan. And I hated Kobe. I loved LeBron. That whole year when they were going to meet,
changed,
when they were going to meet in the finals, I was like, you know what? LeBron's going to smoke Kobe. LeBron didn't even get there. Kobe won the ring. Or that might have been the year he lost to Boston. I don't even know anymore. But now it's changed. Hate LeBron because he left and was a little bitch. Kobe's the best. And there's only one. I'm going to ask you this question. You're Kobe Bryant. You're Derek Jeter. Would you rather go off in the way they did? Jeter hits the game-winning walk-off. Kobe scores 60 in a meaningless game. Or would you rather have I know Michael Jordan came back and played for the Wizards, but your last memory is that main player hitting the game-winning shot to win the title?
Well, I would say, it's hard to do what Peyton Manning did and hard to do what,
You could, that's right. You could throw Peyton out.
It's hard to do that. But I think, both of those teams sucked. I mean, the Yankees in that last Jeter year and the Lakers this year, they sucked. But the thing is, these guys are legends. And you don't believe that. Guys, last bat, this is stuff in a movie. Last at bat, last game, what is he going to do? He's struggling. Kobe started struggling in the first game. and then he turns it on. Then he shows why he's a legend. That's the best way to go off because people are going to remember, oh, what did Kobe do in his last game? 60 points. And then people have these memories. Twitter was blowing up. Kobe hit a three. Kobe brought it down the court, went to the right side, fadeaway jump shot, got it. Then he went to the line and he hit 60 and the place erupted. And then the thing with Jeter, Dad, how good was Jeter? Oh, well, Jeter, 3,000 hits, fantastic. Captain clutch, great defensive player. But his last at bat, it's something out of a storybook. He comes up, runners on second, and he shoots one to right field, and the guy runs home, scores, and it's this big thing. Great call, and the place erupts. It's what these players are meant to do. They're supposed to get these fans excited. They're supposed to get these fans, in the seats, and that's what they did. Jeter got these fans crazy. Jeter got these fans emotional. Kobe did the same exact thing, and that's what you want from your legends. That's what you want from these guys. You don't want to remember Jordan on the Wizards or Favre on the Vikings, getting sacked by Corey Wooten and going down. You want to remember them in a great light. Whether, it's hard to do what Peyton Manning did is what I'm trying to say.
Or John Elway.
You want them to do what they do. You want them to do what they do. You want Kobe to go off and score a ton of points. You want Jeter to be clutch. You don't want to see Jordan limping in a Wizards uniform. You want to see him on the Bulls hitting that game winner. I mean, it's hard to say that there's a better way to go out than the way Kobe did.
Well, and the other thing I'm thinking of is, first off, what you were saying kind of brought me back to, it's exactly the kind of moments that you think about. I just flashed back while you were talking to me in my backyard. Basketball hoop. You're sitting there, you're like dribbling the ball around, then all of a sudden you go, 5, 4, oh, step back, 3, 2, can he shake it? The shot goes off. And he makes it, but I really missed it. And I'm like, do over.
Yeah.
I gotta do
the
it.
foot goes through the chair and he breaks his kneecap or whatever you did.
No, this was like actually outside. But
I did.
It's like, and then you miss, you go, no, do over.
It's like, it's even doing it like in a garbage can, like, 3, 2, and then you do the fadeaway jumper and then you miss and you're like, oh, no, give me it again. I got it.
But that's the thing. And I think Jeter's the perfect comparison to Kobe.
Oh,
just because of
how
they went out. And it's all about the moments that they had. Where, like, with Jeter, you think of a routine grounder and he makes a spectacular turning his body kind of a throw that only Jeter could do. Or you think of the ALDS throw coming in from the outfield and just the instincts to just take it and flip it back to the catcher to swing past and tag out Giambi at the plate. Whereas Kobe, you have those same moments. The alley-oop to Shaq. The picture that everyone's going to remember of him after one of the championships where he has the ball in his right hand, arms extended, hat out in front of the crowd. It's all of these just moments that you have for both of these teams. And the thing that makes it even better for Kobe is he's got one level on top of it. He grew up a diehard Laker fan, then was able to get traded from the Hornets to the Lakers on draft day. Great movie, by the way.
No.
On draft day.
No.
I say that just because I know you hate it, but being able to be traded and play a 20-year career at the highest level for your favorite team.
Yeah, I mean, it's a storybook. That's what it is. Kobe Bryant's career was a storybook outside of the allegations, outside of the off-the-court stuff.
Well,
on the court,
don't even bring it up, man.
I'm just saying, on the court, he was a legend. You can't say, he had the perfect career because obviously he had his own struggles, and he had his own adversities that he had to face. He had things that he had to go up against, but on the court, he was fantastic.
And now that you brought that up, I will say what I was thinking, and I wasn't going to say it up because I wasn't even going to mention it. But the one thing that was great seeing at that last game was, first off, a moment between Kobe and his youngest daughter where he comes over to the side and he kind of puts his fists out and they fist bump and go and kind of move their hands back and just the little hand. It was like you could see that's their handshake. That's their thing. That's what they do. And on top of it, what the Lakers did, putting 24 and 8 on the court, putting both numbers on the court.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, Kobe's a legend. There's not much more to say.